We got to get into it though. Today we're going to be talking about girls trips. We need to know what the hell is the rules of engagement and just kind of understand like what be going down really on girls trips. You know what I mean?
You know, you don't really need to understand what goes down on girls trips. Just know that you're not invited. That's it.
Oh, that really actually is a great segue because there was a girls trip incident that went viral like maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And this sister, she went on a girls trip with some of her girlfriends, and her man showed up. I think it was like the last day of the trip, and he kind of popped up. And some of the other sisters on the trip, like one of the other sisters on the trip had a problem with that.
Well, the only problem I have, where is he staying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he stayed with them. I think he just kind of showed up to their spot.
Hey, y'all go and hang out together. Like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, let's just find somebody who can be comfortable. Because I don't want to say, if I say afford, they'll be like, oh, you assume that he can't afford his own trip. So who is comfortable with booking a trip, just the two of y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, the time to have a trip is not when your girlfriend says, I'm gonna go be with my girls. Like, don't be that guy, please. Like, it's just not a good look. Like, I'm the type of friend that even if it's a female, if I don't really know her like that, I kind of don't, you know, I don't mesh well with people I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even invite your homegirl that I don't know. If she's not approved, like, anybody who's close to me will tell you this. Like, if I don't know her, if we ain't already hung out, because I'm gonna tell you there's nothing worse than going on a trip with somebody who is obnoxious. Like, you get somewhere and you're like, oh, I can't stand this person. And you're trying to enjoy your time in, you know, paradise or the Caribbean, or, you know, you want to relax, but you want to have a little fun. And this person don't want to do nothing. She can't swim. She got all these special needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, oh, why? Who are you anyway? Why did you even come? So I am very particular about who I travel with. So yes, if your boo pop up, and I saw some of this stuff on social media where they were just kind of clowning, like, are we all gonna have sex with him? I don't have none of those questions. I'm just, is he here to get you? Because what he's not gonna do, and I have had friends like this where even let me tell you, I'm annoyed by if we're all hanging out and you meet a guy wherever we at. Like, not that you even bring your boo or your boyfriend, you meet a guy where we're at, and you can't just simply like connect and be like, hey man, it's nice meeting you, and then exchange information, and then y'all just chop it up outside of this trip. Like, I'm just like, stick and move. Like, have the conversation, exchange information, and then back to the girls' trip. Like, I had a homegirl where like she would meet a guy and then like everywhere we went, this guy would show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's cool you met him, but now we're gonna go do this activity over there. And it wasn't like we was aware, like, hey, y'all mind? Or do you mind if, you know, the guy I just met, you know, shows up? Which it wouldn't have mattered if you asked me anyway, because I feel like the answer is no, and you know the answer is like, no, this person doesn't need to just keep popping up. One, I don't really like if I'm out with girls, I feel like if there's other men around and the men ain't for me, it sends wrong signals to somebody else who may be looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like we out here, you know, double dating or something like that. So now you blocking. So yeah, I don't want your old boo, your new discovered boo, you know what I'm saying? Like, or your homegirl that I don't want nobody to know that you just decide to, you know, drag along on this trip, but happens to be obnoxious to come.
Yeah, ladies, I need y'all to chime in on this. I need y'all to kind of send us, you know, kind of y'all feedback on what Dani just kind of commented about. Like, what is it? You know, is that I think we should have did like
it's etiquette.
We should have did like a 5 rules. It's like we did the rules of being flued out. We should have did the 5 rules of girls trips. But I think etiquette,
I just gave you 3.
Yeah.
Don't bring the old boo. Don't have this new boo following us around in paradise. You know what I'm saying, or wherever we are. And don't even try to bring along the girlfriend that for some reason you her only friend because she get on everybody else's damn nerves.
What if I pop up and my lady is on the trip not necessarily I'm trying to come and be on the trip or whatever, or be like with the ladies and all that kind of stuff. What if I would come over and just, you know, give her, you know, a little piece of the pipe, or a little piece of the peace pipe, and then kind of be on my own little thing while she's out there on the trip, you know.
That couldn't wait till she got back to the house?
It definitely could. I'm not saying I would do this. I'm just saying, what if, I'm talking about the scenario that popped up in social media a couple of that went viral. Because these two sisters went at it because the sister was like, hey, you know, this is my man.
Listen,
like, why
listen.
you,
okay,
yeah.
cool. Like, then, hey, y'all, I'm going to dip real quick. I'll be back. You know, my man's in town. I don't have to see him. Yeah. Like, if he becomes like a part of the party, then yeah, it's a problem. But if you be like, hey, I'll be back, y'all, say it's a 6-day trip. I'll be back, it's 5 o'clock. I'll be back tomorrow. You know, my man's in town. I'm gonna go holler at him then. Cool, do your thing.
Well, if that's, I think what happened was it was a sister, her dude pop up on the last day of the trip. And he came through, I guess, the main spot while the girl trip was happening. Now, I agree, I wouldn't do that, but I'm just asking, would that be a problem with you if you was one of the other sisters on the trip, one of the other women on the trip?
You know, I'm gonna just say this about me, like, I am, at this point in my life, if a scene ain't for me, I just shake the spot, right? So if he would have came through where we at, I would have quickly found somewhere to go. You know, because I used to have like these conversations and dispute and with like how you're describing it and why this shouldn't happen and why that shouldn't happen. But I realized people only can argue from their perspective. Like a lot of people just lack the ability to see it from somebody else's, from all angles, rather, just not just someone else's perspective, but from all angles. So my thing is like, when you have had enough argument with people who are committed to misunderstanding and not seeing it from every angle, then it's just like, don't even waste your time. Like I learned a long time ago, just redirect. Because, and I can only speak for myself. Listen, you have to do what's good for you. Everybody has different, you know, we harness different energy. My energy is this. If it doesn't agree with me, I gotta move out the way. Because if I stay, it's gonna be some furniture moving. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get bad real fast and it's gonna blow up. So I don't want it to blow up.
I don't think I've ever done this officially, but yeah, if I was on the guy trip, I don't want to see my lady popping up on the guy trip. And so
she wouldn't. That's not even a thing.
And she wouldn't, right. So that's
she probably yay, I'm glad he gone. I got
there's rules of engagement with anything that you do, right? So it's already like it's in the name, girls trip.
Yeah,
it's for the girls. It's for the ladies. You know what I mean? So now I don't know what happens. Like I've heard some, you know, incidences where this is kind of usually the opportunity for girls to hook up with their homegirls, like their girl crushes that, quote unquote, is their girls and stuff like that. That's
listen. That would be easy to do in wherever they from. That you could do that at home because we're going to the mall.
Yeah, you can, but it's just it's the environment, it's the vibe, it's the setup.
And let's be honest, it's not a lot of men.
Let's not lie about the shit. Chicks be hooking up with other chicks on their girl trips.
Why you so crunk on this? I'm just saying to you, because I'm most men
right now.
Most men ain't even tripping about that. Like,
no, I'm
honestly,
not.
Like if most men, if they got a girl friend who mess with other girls, they're like, why you didn't tell me? Well, you should have let me in the loop. Who is this chick? Let me see. Let me look at her.
Talk about it, Dani Rai. Talk about it. Let's go. Let's get into it.
I don't think that's happening that often, to be honest with you. Unless,
you don't think? What?
Unless they dealing with a female.
Oh, that's going down.
Unless they dealing with a female who aren't into men and they're like really liking this chick, right? Because then it's like, well, it doesn't matter how my man feels about it because at the end of the day, she's not willing to, you know, include him or whatever the case may be. So that's the only time I could really see that occurring. But for the most part, if you tell a man, I got, you know, I like women, they what? Well, why you say that a long time ago? Like they be all over that. Like that's like what they want to hear for some reason.
I'm gonna take a drink to that. Hold on.
But I will say this, and hear me good. Hear me well.
I'm toasting.
If you got the type of man that posts up, or if you have a friend whose man always posting up at girls trips, it's a good chance that this is a very insecure man. And he's concerned about how much fun his woman is actually having on his girl trips. Like pop-ups, I think happen or occur with people who are not secure in their relationship. So I think that's even more the reason why I would be uneasy about somebody popping up You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They could be having a dispute. He flew way out here. He could be mad. No. He could be aggressive.
I think the scenario, I think it was kind of coordinated or planned. I don't think she was necessarily, I don't think he was just trying to pop up on them. I think she had something to do with it. I'm not talking about
this isolated scenario. This is happens all the time. This is a conversation.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just telling you because next time it'll be another scenario and it'll be like, well, it wasn't the same like last time. Across the board. Like, don't be that guy that pops up at your girls trip and let everybody think and wonder like, dang, he must be really insecure. And you're probably gonna say, I don't care about what people think, whatever, but that's just, chances are they're not gonna be inviting your girl again.
I appreciate the clarification, but you know I'm the Sav. I like to try to qualify everything that we say. I wanna make sure we understand and we speaking from the same baseline. From the same definition.
This is the baseline. The
okay,
baseline
no, it's cool. We clear.
Don't invite your man to the girls trip.
Are we clear?
Point blank.
Are we clear?
Yeah. So that's it. And in this case, if it was at the very end, let's speak to your little scenario. If in this case, if the boyfriend, was it a boyfriend or a husband? Let's be specific. I know that's important.
No, it was like a husband it was a husband, I think.
Oh, okay. So the husband pops up on the very last day, right? For me, if I was the friend, it wouldn't be shit. I'd just be like, all right then, y'all, I'm out. Like, that's how I'm dealing with stuff.
Bam, I like that.
I'm out. I'm about to go find something to do, jet ski, jump out of a plane or something. Like, I'm about to go do.
And it's the last day.
Yeah, it's the last day. Like, whatever. You know, I don't understand. I wouldn't get mad. You know, I probably would be like. No, but
sister, she turned up on, she got mad.
Nah, I'd probably be like, I'd probably inquire, like, why, what is he here for? You all right?